Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Good Times, Great Movies. We're an 80s movies podcast where every other week we watch a different movie from that decade and then we talk about it. I'm one of your two co-hosts. My name is Doug McCabbage. And with me, as always,
just bouncing on my front tire.
It's
bouncing
all
on my front tire.
Front tire bouncing.
I mean, it's hard to do. I can't judge it because I've never done it, and it looks difficult. But it's a lot of that.
You could still judge it from the entertainment value that you would get watching this.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the one thing where I watch, it's like people that skateboard or surf where I'm like, well, I can't do that, but also I don't have any interest in watching
it. Yeah. Yeah,
but it's Jamie Lorello here, and we are watching 1986's Rad. I have to say something to our wonderful listeners who reach out to us. And when I said,
this was a suggestion. From
yes, from not one, not two, not three.
Wow.
4 people suggested Rad.
Wow. Yeah.
And I will say to those people, my instructions were, give us a movie that is 80s and it's got to be 80s and it just feels. You did a great job. Really.
Yeah, it does.
We were late. I was late into this. I was at like the hour 20 mark and I looked and I was like, yeah, I don't understand. There's no way anyone could make a bike riding movie beyond this decade.
Not like this. Not with this BMX style. And I mean, there's cycling movies, right?
Movies
about cyclists.
Are there?
I think they're more documentaries.
Yeah, they're documentaries. Like I rode across the country and I had no legs or whatever. Like there'd be a whole documentary about that. And it would be great. And I would watch it and I would cry at the end.
It'd be sad. Yeah. Those documentaries, they get you.
Not like this.
Not like this. Not just about the biking, but even just the storyline, like it so loosely is some kind of a script or some kind of a story, right?
It's barely a movie.
It really was. And then when I was reading up on it, because I was like, the actor that played or he's not an actor, that's why I read up on it. The blonde guy, the one that was this competition. I was like, this guy sucks because he's not an actor. He's an actual BMX biker, right?
No.
Or not BMX biker.
The blonde guy, he's an Olympic gymnast.
That's it, an Olympic gymnast. Why are we putting him on a bike?
Why? Why? Like, you couldn't find a bike rider? I was so confused because I was like, all right, he's not great, but honestly, is anybody in this movie great? And then I looked at him like, oh, I assumed he was a BMX biker. That's why he was in this.
A gymnast.
No, and he did like floor routine. Like that's what he won 3 gold medals.
Well, he did not win a gold for acting. I'll tell you that right now.
Is that what they give out at the Academy Awards?
Yeah,
I guess gold statue.
Yeah. He didn't. His performance was not great.
If I could stick up for him a little bit, his performance was not much worse than most other people. Most other trained actors in this movie were giving about the same amount of effort and dedication.
Like Adrian's 10-minute cameo altogether, the way she was spiced in there?
That is a real, like, so you're going to pay me for this, right? Performance. Because at the end, there is no emotion on her face while her son wins this competition. The woman next to her, the woman who her son allowed to go through a parade, is losing her mind. And Talia Shire is sitting, staring stone dead-faced.
She did her part. She was strict mom. She was worried mom. And she didn't want to be joyful mom.
I think she
was like, going to cut it off.
Yes. I think the problem is that we saw one scene of her and her children. Because for that one scene very early on, I was like, I kind of like this family dynamic. Like, I did like them.
Yeah, they were cute. Yeah, I even liked the names. Cru and Wes. Like the daughter's name was Wes.
Yeah.
His name was Cru.
I have a real problem with Lori Loughlin's name in this.
What, isn't it?
Christian?
Oh, yeah.
Christian, the girl?
Well, Was she a girl when she was doing her tricks? That was definitely a man doing those tricks.
I I was so hyper focused on that dance bike riding routine.
Why?
And
Why did that even have to happen?
the man that was doing her stunts, of course, had to dress like her. So these skin tight white pants.
Yeah.
And at one point it was like from chest down.
Uh-huh.
And the bike turned toward you, and it's like he put his hand over his crotch because he's like,
as if
I
to
think you
say,
can
like,
see
I'm
balls
bulging.
here.
Yeah, I'm bulging.
It was great. But yeah, I mean, of course, they both needed stunt people to do the work for them. And I think it's fine, except for the dance. The dance was the one time where I was like, this is clearly
We're taking
stunt
things
people.
too
It looks
far.
really
We're
bad.
taking
Yeah.
this too far is what I thought with the dance.
Oh my God.
But you know what? We're a movie about biking. Hey, let's clear this matter up. Had you seen this before?
No.
No. Me
No,
neither.
never. And my brother-in-law, I was texting with him about this, and he's like, "What? You've never seen Rad?" And I was like, "Dude, I've never seen Rad." And he said Thrashin', and I was like, "I've never seen Thrashin'."
Is that the skateboard one?
It's a skateboard
Yeah.
one. And I was like, "I've never gleamed a cube." Like,
No,
for
these
some
are things-
reason,
And
yeah.
after watching this, I know why. But I'm not putting anything, not putting anything out there.
Don't put anything down on paper here. But
I mean, I did. I
think
took my
that
notes.
I don't know if I'm glad that I hadn't watched this or not, because this was not my jam.
This was not my 80s jam.
No, and I never got into. We lived with two dudes who watched a lot of skateboard videos.
Oh, true.
And I watched a lot of skateboard videos with them. And I had to like feign being entertained.
Yeah.
It was like when I would watch wrestling with them, and I'm like, yeah, The Rock.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, we had a whole wrestling night at the house. I remember that.
Yeah.
Why? Why did we let those buffoons
I
guide us for watching?
I don't know.
What was the other lame show that Ettinger used to watch? Oh, this should not be this.
Do not say it was Charmed, because he
Dawson,
and I watched that together.
No, Dawson's Creek.
That was Mike
Ferris.
watched Dawson's Creek. He had to go upstairs in my room to watch it because it was at the same time as Charmed, and he was outnumbered. He had to use the little TV. And I was telling my sister this recently, and she's like, hold on. So none of the women you lived with watched either Charmed or Dawson's Creek.
We did not.
I was like, no, they were probably out like doing cool stuff, like getting high and like hooking up.
Getting high and hooking up. That's what we were doing. Well,
Not us.
No, you guys
must watch TV at that
Charm
house.
time. Get that WB cranking. Oh,
all right, so let's talk about Rad from 1986, directed by, we have seen the director before, and Jamie, I'd like you to right now make a real quick decision whether this movie was better or worse than the Cannonball Run.
Oh, it's better.
Okay, because that's what Hal Needham directed before.
Okay.
We'd only seen him once.
I didn't like Cannonball Run. It was rough.
No, we hated Cannonball Run. All right, so
I wanted to like it, but
there are a lot of people in this movie that we have not seen before, but there are some people that we have seen a lot of times.
Well, some of them play the same kind of characters as they are in this. Am I right?
I don't know who
maybe
you're referring to. Are you referring to Lori Loughlin, who just plays pretty for every role?
She does.
Okay, she does. So we saw her in The New Kids rather recently.
That was spicy.
Secret Admirer, Back to the Beach, and The Night Before. And I will say we have one more movie to close out her 80s career.
What is it?
For this podcast. It is Amityville 3D. So her only horror movie. Maybe we'll do like a October of 3D. There was a lot of 3D movies.
Oh, yeah, they did like their 3D.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Talia Shire, Mrs. Jones, of course, was in Rocky 3 and 4.
Yes.
That was it. Ray Walston, the old man who gives the money at the end.
At the end, he's part of the town. Yeah.
I mean, we all know him as, if you're super old, you know him as from My Favorite Martian. But if you're a
True.
little bit younger, you know him as Mr. Hand from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He was the
Yes.
teacher.
Yes.
Yes. But we saw him in Popeye, where he played Popeye's grandpa,
Oh,
Poop That
right.
Pappy.
Yeah. He was always just he always just that's
Yeah.
just how he
Uh-huh.
is. He's just this older guy.
And he was
Yeah.
also in Johnny Dangerously.
Oh. Oh. I could see that. I don't remember what he was, but
You'll rewatch it at some point, I'm sure.
yeah,
Don't worry
yeah.
about
Was he the newspaper guy?
it. I don't know.
Okay.
And then the only person we've seen before of any note is Jack Weston, who was the bad guy in this.
Yes, yes.
I assume, and I'm just, listen, you can tell me if I'm wrong if you remember these characters, but he played the bad guy in Can't Stop the Music. He played the bad guy in Dirty Dancing. He
Yeah.
played the bad guy in Ishtar. And he played the bad guy in Short Circuit, too.
He's our bad guy.
Yeah.
He does a good bad guy.
And I think I said nobody's giving it their all. I think he really is. Like
Yeah.
he looks unwell in certain scenes. He's really sweating a lot when no one else is.
Well,
But
his character spent $1 million on a BMX race. What is that all about?
It's enough to make anyone sweat. If you can properly explain to me what is going on in this movie.
They're making it up as they go along. Like, even when they keep changing the rules on him, I'm like, what? And they're like, no, you need a sponsorship. No, the sponsorship has to be $200,000.
I was like, if those were the real rules, you would have said that earlier, or you would not have been like, a local can race if the rules were that specific. I can't believe no one in this movie was like, actually, I photographed the rules because you gave me a rule book, and that's not in there.
But that's the problem. There was no rule book. And the bigger problem was that crew was too good. They didn't think there was anybody going to be that good from their local town.
So much in this movie.
And what is Lori Loughlin? Like, she's part of their team?
No.
She's not? Because she's driving her own car in the parade. I thought she was part of their team. She wears that whole Mongoose outfit.
She is dressed as though she is a racer. She's color coordinated with the bad guy.
She's giving him, yeah. And those twins, what the hell are they doing?
I have no idea. And are they also dating twins? Who are those sexy ladies that appear to be twins too? This is so confusing because the thing that I really had a problem with this movie is this a no girls allowed bike race? Why is the girl that is part of his fun crew not racing?
I don't know.
Why is she? Yeah. His friend is. He bends the shit out of his wheel or whatever. Yeah. Why is she not racing?
I liked her. I thought she was.
So did I.
Yeah.
Took me a while to realize she was a woman, but it's fine.
Same, but I like that too.
Yes.
I was like, good. We should have this as who she is.
And there is a conversation where he's like, Lori Loughlin, are you racing? She's like, no. What? Why?
And you're right. Where's the other women? And they didn't.
I saw that bike dance. You could do this.
You could do this. You clearly have a sponsor.
Yeah. That bike dance.
Bike dance is.
I think I could kind of watch that every few weeks.
Just
to have it on. Like, if I ever have like a party just to have on in the background or something, just on a loop.
Just the bike scene over and over again. You think it would get people going?
Yeah. I put it in my notes. I think I smiled the whole time. Like, I was giddy about that bike dance because I knew it was coming. I'd heard it was there.
Okay.
And when it happened, and it was just all slow motion of them not doing anything, just being pulled around by trailers, I assume.
Yeah. It
was hilarious and wonderful. And the fact that the song and the lighting changed for it.
Well, the songs were pretty, well, there was none truly titular. There was none truly titular, but they did speak. They were those 80s. That's, again, I see why the listeners say this is so 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Because it had the soundtrack and the thing that the 80s did where like those cheesy, ballady 80s music was over some of these montages.
And the movie's all montages.
Oh, yeah. Too. Well, again, and very 80s. Like, very... and then even the fact that like, oh, there's there's the good guys and the bad guys.
Sure.
And I love when the whole town gets behind him, though. I did kind of love that when they have the. At first, I was like, why are we hanging out at these town hall meetings? Like, why are we meeting these people from this
I
town?
was like,
And like the
so
one lady that was like, I know this guy Cru, and he's a good fella. And the
yes.
whole scene with like yeah,
And
and the
the fact that the town
cop
appeared to be
is like,
comprised of 15 people at most. And the fact that the woman at the end of this movie is sitting next to Talia Shire and does not seem to know that she is the
she's
mother of
Cru's
this
mother.
guy.
Yeah, yeah. She hides out. I don't know. Does she work in a factory? We didn't get a
I don't know. She
backstory for
mainly
her.
does laundry in her basement. That's the only other
That's
time
what
we see
she's
her.
got to do. She's got
But
laundry
she
to
does
do.
turn on TV to watch this race on TV. I couldn't imagine, Jamie, they used to put bowling on ESPN on
True.
Sundays, and I couldn't imagine anything more boring than that. But there's this
Watch
bike
these
race that was
races.
televised.
Watch these races.
All
Watch
right,
them go.
so, okay.
They do daring things.
Oh,
But, I mean,
yes.
I have to say, because I'm not, well, we're not really,
Because
we're skimming over this
you're not a
movie a
huge
little bit.
BMX.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not a huge BMXer. I mean,
Uh-huh.
even bike wise, I like a beach cruiser. I like to just ride. I like a little basket in the front, a
Right.
little ding dong bell to
Yeah.
ride with. I just like a flat terrain. I could bike. I don't mind it, but you're not going to see me in the spandex cycling away. Um, I think
But
it would be.
you can't appreciate the art.
It's not that I don't appreciate the art. I appreciate it for them.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I don't appreciate. Okay, I appreciate the mountain biker, rugged, tough, fun. Looks fun to me.
Okay,
Not my
sure.
jam.
Yeah.
I appreciate the BMXer, the tricks, the flips, the amount of
This is
owies you
important.
have to get, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry if I offend anyone. The cyclists, those ones that are on the roads
Oh.
in bikes and the spandex.
Mhm.
I'm not behind them. And I'm sorry if you have a close family member or a friend that is. I just don't, not for me. Not
No,
for me.
neither am I. I will say that I believe there is a huge difference, and I've seen these people too, and I love these people.
The ones
The
on
people that bike to work,
Oh,
love it.
yes.
Fantastic.
That I like. Yes,
Do
that
it.
I like.
I
Love
love
that.
it. Don't drive
Yeah.
a car.
No, I dig that.
Don't
I
waste
agree.
gas. No
Mhm.
pollution. Great.
Yeah.
But the people just out and that take it a little bit too seriously
That's what
and
it is.
cannot ride their bikes on the side of the road
Where it's
because I guess
designated.
there's too many little pebbles or whatever, so they have
Sure.
to ride where cars are supposed to go. I don't want to sound like some sort of car elitist, but it is rather annoying. And you and I
Car
both
elitist.
live in areas that attract weekend bikers.
They like to do it.
Oh,
They
they
like
lo-
it's a
'cause
scenic
it's beautiful.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a scenic situation for them.
Mhm.
But I agree. And again, I could see if I was in the right town or in the right physique, for
Mhm.
lack of a better word, I would bike to work. Sounds great. I think,
Sure.
like you said, I think
Yeah.
that's wonderful. If I was more aggressive about my biking, I would mountain bike. That seems like a lot
Mhm.
of fun.
Oh, when I see mountain bikers, you know me, I love a good walk. I
Yeah,
have walked through
you
the
do.
woods before and I've had to move out of the way for mountain bikers. And I'm like, look at
You give them
those
the thumbs up.
motherfuckers. Like
Yeah,
moving.
they are.
They're going over roots and stuff.
Yeah, and
I
it looks
couldn't even
fun.
imagine.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
bouncing around similar to the BMX. I mean, they have a sort
Uh-huh.
of a foresty part of their hell path or whatever it's called that they do.
Loved that race.
Yeah, me too.
The,
Me too.
the final race of this movie was the greatest
Over the
disappointment of
bridges
this
and
movie.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, it's just a track. I'm not interested in this at all.
Yeah.
I love the over the bridges.
Yeah.
One guy drives into the lake.
Yeah, he did that.
drives into a
He
lake.
did that. I was like, is this part of
I was like, that's a great hazard. I think that's fantastic. But yeah, when they're just going around a course like tiny monster trucks, I was like, I have no interest
for me?
in what you guys are doing
Yeah,
at all.
yeah. Give me the outdoors. Give me the
Yeah.
ruggedness.
But we really
Anyway.
gave a lot of our thoughts on
I mean, I
BMX
think it's
biking and
part
biking
of
in
it.
general. I
I
think
think
it's
it's-
important to get that
yeah.
out there.
This is the only platform we have for it.
That's why people
It's a
know.
great
People are
movie.
like, all right, these are their biases.
Yeah.
I guess this is what we have to deal with in this movie.
Yeah.
Listening to these two idiots who don't ride bikes talk about a biking movie and how they're over it. So, what I love about this movie is the opening and closing credits are just credits over bike tricks.
That's what it should be, you know? And
And oh yeah, go ahead.
I hate to get back into our bike discussion, but if I were a BMX biker, like, or into it at all, this stuff would thrill me. I would love it. I would know the names of the movies. You know how, like, I'm sure they have the Ollie and the Loopy Loops. I don't know the names. The Annie
We've watched
Fanny.
enough movies where people break dance, and I'm like, well, there's got to be a name for this and a name for that.
Sure.
It feels very similar too, because it's almost like one of those things where if I was there and I watched a guy break dance or bike bounce on his front tire, I'd be like, all right, I could watch this. But sitting watching a movie, I'm like, can we just get on to whatever we're supposed
really
to be doing
happening?
here?
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because with this movie, like all good 80s movies, you know almost instantly. Like once all our characters are introduced, I'm like, I know exactly what's going to happen with this.
There's
like,
no shocker. There's no surprise at all. I was surprised by the amount of times this movie was like, let's hit the brakes and do just a little bit of romance. Because I thought early on in this movie, they shared the most like chaste smooch ever. And I was like, all right, I guess they're in love. And then later we see them in like blankets in that cabin. And then they have an actual kiss. And I'm like, all right, okay, we can do this for a little while if you want, but movie, I kind of get it. Like, I know what's going on.
Yeah, there's a romancer. Well, then they did the poster with the ice cream, which was a little too far, in my opinion. A little too far.
You think sharing ice cream was too far?
No, I think with the when he was like, "Can I tell you something?" and he points to the poster and he's like, "Can we be friends?" And the poster is like, I just thought it was.
I must have been taking notes because I just wrote my notes. Why did he say, "Can we be friends"? What a weird thing to say. I didn't. He pointed. Was there a poster on the wall that said, "Can we be friends"?
Yes, and the friends share ice cream.
You know that was them ad-libbing, and they thought it was great and just kept it in the movie. That's hilarious. Also, I know we haven't talked about this movie yet, but there's not much to this movie. How many movies was Lori Loughlin in the 80s? Like, I didn't know her until I watched Full House, and that's all I kind of knew her from.
I knew her from that beach movie, the beach.
Oh, yes. Back to the Beach.
I like that, Back to the Beach, because I like that movie. But she's all over these 80s movies, and you're right. She plays the same, just... I'm a pretty girl.
I know, and I don't want to give her a hard time. I know she like lied to get her kid a scholarship or whatever the heck happened there, and I get it, but also like you're right, she really is just the same character. It's just like she's pretty and she's harmless, and it's just what she is in all of these movies. And I'm not complaining because I'll watch her on screen. I'm like, great, it's a pretty face, that's fantastic, but yeah, she just plays the same like golly shucks, oh boy kind of character, and it wears a little thin.
Yeah.
And I don't understand her motivation in this movie. Like we said, there's not a character here. I don't know who she is. I don't know what her relationship is to these guys. I don't even think she ever articulates why she's there.
No, she's just into him. She's just there to be the girl.
But why is she there in the first place?
I think she was because she says she gives him the insights about the sponsors, and clearly she's sponsored by Mongoose. She's got the outfits.
Holy shit!
Label it, and she was in the parade. But
when she has to explain to us what a sponsor is, because all the slow Joes watching this movie are like, sponsor? What does that mean? When the movie has to stop dead for her to be like, no, listen, here's how a sponsor works. I gotta tell you. Do you know what Pepsi is? I'm like, what are you doing, movie? You're just padding at this point. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, Cru didn't know, and Cru needed to know. Yeah.
Maybe also, college is not for him, I will say.
He looks like he should already be in college. That's another thing I have with this movie is he looks a little older than high school, but you know what? Again, that makes it brilliant 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's get into it somewhat, right? Because we start out, like you said, with this montage similar to what we end with, but then we also meet these banging on a one tire freezing frame. We do like a lot of freeze frames in this too.
Riding through giant pipes? Cool.
What is it? Ass sliding?
When they said ass, you know I'm a big fan of watching movies with subtitles. I'm a huge fan of it. Sometimes I forget. The moment he said ass sliding, I was like, subtitles and also rewind.
Because make sure that's what he said.
Yes, and it was. And when he said it, I was like, I don't know what this is. Should I know what ass sliding is? Like, is this a term that everyone should be familiar with? And when they finally showed it, I was like, that looks fun. First of all, that looks like fun. And I totally get it.
And that's why you would call it ass sliding. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a reason. Yeah, yeah. Uh, well, before we even get to ass sliding, we have to get to the core of why he has a bike to begin with. Well, not really why, but he
Well,
has a job and he's a paper delivery guy.
yeah. It's like a company bike.
Yep.
Right off on his
Yep.
taxes.
And he gets to ride, and boy, the adventures they go on. Because when you're into some tricks on your bike and delivering papers, not only is it fun to throw the papers in different
Yep.
areas, and that's fun to see for way too long of all the different papers he delivers to all the different neighbors' houses, which I guess now thinking of them, some of them must be at the meeting later, the town hall meeting.
Oh,
But
yeah. Yeah.
um,
We see these people later on
he,
throughout the movie. And it's like a fun and wholesome way to start a movie. It's like these kids are just having a good time, but they're also delivering papers. And
yeah,
the biggest issue is one guy's like, I told you to throw this on the porch.
yeah, not in my garden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but still,
But
they're having a
everyone,
great
for the
time.
most part,
Yeah.
seems to enjoy it, and they get their papers.
Uh-huh.
They, because of, I think, the wild ways in which they do it, they have to run from the cop at a certain point. But that seems like a
That
game, a
just seems
chase.
like fun.
Yeah,
It's
that's more
it's
like
a
a
fun.
chase game.
I loved how he delivered a paper to two guys just in a fishing boat. There's two
Oh
guys
yeah,
just in a canoe,
yeah.
and he just throws it in there like, "Hey, thanks, buddy." But you're right. There's a local cop, the one cop to patrol this town, I assume,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like hanging out in their weird wooden clubhouse,
Oh
and they're
yeah.
like, "This guy wants to. I think he wants to race again," and it's kind of nice and it's playful and there's like no conflict in this movie for almost the entire movie, honestly. Like, even the big stakes aren't that big when they happen, but this is just like, let's ride around a, what do they call it, where you cut down trees and stuff?
Lumber yard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they just like, a cop chases them and they're all having a great time.
Yeah, even the cop seems to be having a good time. He's
Yes.
not ultra mad about it. Now, I
No.
will say, when we meet some of the town people, we meet, what's his name? The one older guy. What's his name?
Mr.
Robert?
Hand.
Mr. Hand. Yes.
Yeah.
We meet him, and he too is riding a bike. He seems to be very into riding bikes himself.
I thought that
But
was going to come into play later.
I thought so
I
too. Well, I
really
think
wanted.
that's why. I think it does come into play. That's why he wants to bring the
Right.
biking stuff
Yes.
to the town, right? Because he's himself an avid
Uh-huh.
biker. I thought too that we were going to be more like, and when I was a young boy, I used to do the tricks, and because how cool is that? Like,
Oh, yeah,
were the
me too.
80s kids on BMXers the first ones to do tricks?
Like how, and I know that a big thing that we do here is trying to improve movies, but at one point I would have loved it if his bike got wrecked or whatever, and Mr. Hand had to be like, now listen, my grandson left this bike here a few
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
Tragically, he died in Vietnam,
Oh
but
boy,
his
things get
bike is
heavy.
here. Like, I really wanted something like
Some
that.
kind of connection, yeah. But
Yes,
we
and
get it
some
now.
sort of weight and heft to this. That's just
It's
that's
not necessary.
That's not the
It's
type
not
of movie this
necessary.
is. That's
Yeah.
not what this is supposed
It's
to
not.
be.
You're asking for too deep.
I know.
But he yeah, he rides the dumpster. Oh yeah, he does do a dumpster thing.
Oh, there's so much. There's dumpster riding.
Yeah.
There's the fire department who rides by
Oh,
in
yeah.
a fire
Yeah.
truck, and he gives a woman in a car hits him with her car.
Oh, yeah,
she's
and he-
unaware of this.
She's backing out with her kids and she's yelling at her kids. Doesn't she say, like, you little butt? I think it's
Yeah, he hits the front of her car, rolls over the hood, and she's like, "Shut up back there, damn it!"
she's having
pretty
a hard
great.
time. Yeah, yeah. He though, so for the most part, the town people love him, but there's this girl in the beginning that was it his girlfriend or he thinks it's his girlfriend?
I don't
He
know.
talks to her like, hey, and she wants nothing to do with him. She's like, yeah, you and he's like, I think it's either now or later. And he asks her to go out, like, yeah, are we meeting up or are we going to a party? She's like, yeah, what are you gonna take me on your bike?
Yes.
Oh, lame. And he's just like clueless. He's like, well, yeah, of course, my cool bike.
There's so much in this movie that I feel like was written down, but things weren't expanded upon or explained properly to the actors or perhaps the writer. Because when he's in school, his friends are like, so you're gonna ask Julie or Katie or whatever her name is? Because that's your dream girl, right? And I'm like, okay, so this is a girl that he wants to date. And later he's like, so we're going to the dance together, right? I'm like, wait a second, hold on. Is there a relationship here?
Mm-mm.
None of this is discussed.
No.
This girl never comes back into the movie.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No.
All right.
Maybe she's in the crowd at the races. I don't remember. I was too preoccupied with all those moves.
Yeah, well, no, of course. Yes. Yeah. But in addition to him having a hard time in high school, not really. Not really. He's fine.
Yeah.
The townspeople are meeting.
Right.
Where the villain, Jack Weston,
mm-hmm.
they're giving a town hall to like 15 people.
Yeah.
Tops. And these scenes look like they were shot in 1976. No. And I understand they're older people, but just like the movie at that point, I was like, when was this made? When did they make these scenes? And I have no idea why anyone in this town is so excited about this BMX shit. I have no idea why these adults are like, this is great.
Yeah. I was going to say, especially it's these 15 people that they are representing the town. None of them. Well, again, Mr. Hand is kind of excited. He's a bike enthusiast.
I think you're feeling more of a backstory than this movie gives us.
Well, and the name of the track is Helltrack. Helltrack.
Yes. Why is that not an issue? These elderly women are like, Helltrack, that sounds amazing. Yeah. The only complaint is a woman is like, hold on a second. Have you thought about the local children?
Yeah.
And how they're going to feel about professional bike riders? And I was like, what are you talking about, lady? It's not like when Miami hosts the Super Bowl, they're like, well, how are these high school athletes going to feel with these pros coming in and playing?
True.
It's hilarious.
This is a town that loves their children, especially their children that love ride bikes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the youngsters in my neighborhood.
It's so
he
great.
Says he allows that. Again, they just bend the rules and make them up as they go.
Shit up on the fly.
Because he whispers to his assistant next to him, right? And then he's like, all right, that's a great idea. We'll take that in consideration. We'll give $10,000 to any kid who can enter or
just
is able
make it. Just make the cut.
Yeah, make the cut. $10,000. And yeah, that'll work. That sounds good. And he does this weird, like when he makes a deal, like, yeah, we can do this, right? We're gonna do a 10,000 sounds good. Yeah, 10,000 sounds good.
When he says 10,000, I was like, 10,000 in 1986.
It's $1 million. Like, why is he invested? It's like
I have a lot of money in
general for what in this small town?
For what and for who? And when they said this is going to be on TV, I'm like, in what world is this on TV?
And then the parade that they have to like get the town excited about.
And all the bike riders are like, what is this shit? I'm like, yeah, that's a proper response.
Oh my God.
It's nothing about the overall concept of this movie makes any sense in a real, rational world.
No, it doesn't.
They could have set this, and I'm sure they just didn't have the money to film there, but they could have set this whole movie in LA or Miami or New York, and it would have made so much more sense than just being like, this dirtwater garbage town is going to host Helltrack.
Helltrack it is. Helltrack coming to this town, to this tiny town.
Wow.
Well, we soon get to meet, I think, Wes, his sister, right? Isn't this when we meet her?
This is so great. Where she's being bullied by a kid who looks like he's going to grow up to be Pennywise the clown. Or maybe Eric Stoltz in Mask. This kid is scary and weird looking. And his sister isn't taking shit from
She's
anyone.
so tough. I love her.
I Something about this podcast that I've realized, and I just realized it when I was watching this movie earlier today. I'm fresh off this movie. Precocious little boys don't like. Not
You
at
don't
all.
like them. They're not
No,
your jam.
thank you. That kid in Can't Buy Me Love, barf.
Oh yeah, you don't want them.
Precocious little girls. The girl in this, and remember the girl in that Australian coming of age sex movie?
Oh yeah, the
Remember
sister
the little
in that.
sister?
Yeah,
She
yeah.
was great.
Yeah, she had the
Just like
best
this.
lines. And she would call it like she saw it. She was like, well,
Yes.
this guy's a jerk. Or,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. This little sister gets the last lines of dialogue in this movie.
She's great though. She's great. Yeah. And
She
she
is.
gives a great performance, I have to
Yep.
say. Like she's
Uh-huh.
a strong
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah, strong character. Their mom, this is when we see Adrian.
Yep.
That's how I refer to her as. And she is just a no. She's just it's like when she's she's just into business. She's like, you need to get your SAT scores. You
Yeah.
need to focus. You need. I guess she's a single mom, right? Because he says his dad gave him the bike
I need to know
when
what
he's a
happened to his
kid, but
father.
we don't. We don't.
Because is he dead, or is he just a deadbeat dad?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Or did he walk out on them?
Right. That's what I
Yeah.
want to know. I need
'Cause
just. He can tell Lori Loughlin this at some point.
Yeah, he does say that he got his first bike from his dad,
Right.
and oh no, his dad was riding with him, and the first time his dad let go, so that he rode on his own.
Right.
How wonderful that felt. Yeah.
Because when he's talking to his mom in this scene that you're talking about,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, listen, I know it's on the same days as the SATs, but I really want to do this. He also puts his little sister in a gigantic garbage can that's just sitting in their kitchen. But anyway, when he says this, Talia Shire walks away and he says,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
Dad would let me do this. And I needed an extra thing where she turns around and she's like, we don't talk about that fucking drunk in this house.
Right,
Or
right, so we
something.
know he's
Just
gone.
something.
Or that we're sad that he
Yes,
died.
exactly.
Yeah, I agree. Like what
Anything, but
happened?
nothing happens from this.
No. Or he's
Also,
away. I don't
also,
know.
can I say, that kid, I hate to focus on the red-haired kid so much.
Oh, the one
But
that.
the biggest issue that his sister gets into with this kid is that this kid goes, your brother couldn't beat blah, 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 who's
Oh,
like
right.
the best BMXer in the world.
Right.
And his sister starts kicking this kid's shins.
Yeah, she don't take no bullshit about her brother.
I know.
love
And I
it.
was watching this. I'm like, it would be like if somebody said to you, you know what, you probably couldn't beat LeBron James in a game of horse. Like, fine. I wouldn't take huge offense to that. But
She's
his
a
sister's just out to
sassafras.
kick ass.
Yeah, she's a sassafras, and I'm here for
Yeah.
it. I enjoyed it.
This movie has such little cursing in it. I think every curse word is uttered by this little girl in this movie. It's great.
That's how rad she is, little Wes.
Oh, also, sorry, I hate to keep
No.
going back to this scene, but it's so good. When he goes to pick his sister up after school, did you see what they were doing?
The friends.
It's like an after-school activity where these kids are painting signs that just say, like, welcome Helltrack.
Oh, to get the it's part
Yes.
of it. Yeah, it's part
Yeah.
of bringing it to the small town.
All right.
Boy.
So there's...
So now there's
Oh,
the
yeah.
parade, right? We have the parade.
Mhm.
There's the team BMX or the elite team, which is these two goofy twins that I guess are above average bikers. And then the star biker, I don't even remember his name, who's really a gymnast in real life.
Yeah, he's Blondie.
Yeah.
I don't know. His name is Bart. His name
Bart?
is Bart Taylor.
Oh, that's right, Bart
And he's
Taylor.
played by Bart Connor. It's also as if this gymnast could not remember a different character name. They're like, we'll just call you
him
Bart. Is that
It's fine.
cool?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Yeah. I'm reading my notes. A woman needs help crossing the
Okay.
lady. Oh my God. This is so random. This lady that, so there's all
I
these
love it.
barriers
This is the
because there's
best
the,
part of the movie.
there's all these barriers because there's a parade. So all these barriers on the
Uh-huh.
road. And this lady is like, I gotta get past. I got a cake in the oven at the house. What is this?
When she says, I got a cake in the oven, I was like, what is going on, lady? It's a single street that's blocked off, and she's in a panic. And the hero of the movie, who's just watching this parade, is like, I'll fix this. And just like moves the barricades.
Yeah.
So this woman in her station wagon gets her cake.
It does nothing with a bike. It's not like it's a bike trick or
No.
like takes her. No, it's a weird. It's so
Yeah.
weird.
And she is so thankful. It's like he
Yeah.
saved her baby from drowning or
Uh-huh.
something. She
Uh-huh.
is so thankful to
Well,
him.
but
It's awesome.
while he is helping her, he turns and he locks eyes with a
Oh.
young woman who is in the parade driving one of the cars that I thought was
Mm-hmm.
behind the. I thought was part of the Mongoose, is who the
It
bad guys
is.
work
It
for,
should
right?
be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, they lock eyes and they instantly get to do some smizing, if you
And
will.
and I get it. I saw that. I saw that girl that he was obsessed with.
Oh
If
yeah.
you see Lori Loughlin, you're like, okay,
Hey,
I
hey,
think,
pretty lady.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
we can
sure.
figure this out.
Yeah.
How about in the middle of this parade, the other bikers, that blonde guy and his two
Hmm.
weird twin friends, he just stops the truck in the middle of the road,
Oh, and
puts
starts
it in
making
park,
fun
and
of the
gets out.
town.
Yeah, calls this place dog shit, gets out to talk to Lori Loughlin, who's like, I don't think so. I love how she just puts up her window.
Yeah.
And then he goes back to his car, and his twin friends are like, did you have to give her an AA? And he goes, what? And they go, an attitude adjustment? And I'm like, I don't understand the relationship of any of these
No,
people.
me neither. Me neither. Yeah.
All right. So this is again like, for some reason they're having a dance, and the dance seems to just be a welcome to our town BMX people
Yeah.
dance
Yes.
at the local school.
This is what we do. We just what we do to entertain the BMXers, right?
And
Um,
this is not a ringing endorsement. We'll get to whether I think people should watch this movie or not.
mm,
If you can just find this bike dancing scene online, I think it is well worth the 2.5 minutes that it takes
it'll,
to watch it.
it did bring DP a bit of joy. Dude,
It
why don't
did.
you talk about it? Go ahead. You talk about it. Tell us what happened. Who starts it out? Bart and his friends are on the dance floor first, right?
Yes, let's talk about that first because Bart, the blonde BMX dancer, and
Hmm.
his two twin friends, and also two twin sexy
Yeah,
ladies.
the ladies that are, I don't know if there's a twins' girlfriends. They
Yeah,
try to lure in one scene. They try to kind of flirt with Cru, but he doesn't care. He's not having it, right?
right. They take over the dance floor at this local high school.
Uh-huh.
These twins are dressed in like futuristic space suits. Did you see these onesies these guys are wearing?
Oh yes, the twins for the party. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
It's so weird. It is so out of place. I don't understand it.
I
And
don't
there's
either.
like a DJ at this dance being like, can you check these guys out? Look at them cutting a rug on the floor.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody's going to be as cool as them. But we see our main hero. He's out in the
Mhm.
parking lot bouncing around on one tire, which is what you do on a BMX bike. And Lori's like, I can do that. She
Mhm.
goes to get a bike and like does a like little like wink and like, come on in.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
dance on these bikes. You know how to do that, right?
And then off they go, right?
It's,
A little choreographed, like you said, slow motion, because
it's awesome.
we need the details, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh boy. They do a slow mo with their handlebars. That's what I
Spinning
wrote.
when Lori is just standing and we don't see anything of the bike but the handlebars, and the handlebars are just spinning around as she's gliding slowly through this gymnasium to just like spotlight and fog and I guess a disco ball. It's hilarious.
Oh, it's silly. Oh, it's just silly.
And the announcer, they have an announcer at the dance for some reason. He's like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
Yeah.
Who is this guy? It's not the blonde guy that we thought was great.
Yeah, it's not Bart. No.
Yeah.
No. He's a townie, a newcomer, a local.
Oh. And they, what is it? Send Me an Angel, right? We listened to the
Oh,
whole
yeah,
song.
yeah, yeah.
So again, I know I said it's 2.5 minutes. However long the song "Send Me an Angel" is, that's how long this scene is.
Yeah, and you gotta take it in. You gotta take it in.
And they are just mobbed at the end by these high school
People love
students
him.
who are
People
like, "This
love
is
him.
great."
Yeah.
But
yeah.
this dork drives off, like rides away like a big baby for some reason.
Cru does.
Yeah.
After. Yeah. He can't handle it. It's too much attention. He didn't even know he had that in him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, is this his side? Is this his other job? Because he's a paper guy, but he works at the restaurant too.
Yep.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything except for his one coworker who he hates. Who keeps popping
but who
up
later
in
is
this
excited
movie.
to see him.
Yes.
Yeah. At the race. Yeah. Points it out on the TV.
Yeah.
So she comes by, right? Doesn't Lori Loughlin come by his restaurant? Isn't that how it works? And then they decide to go ass sliding?
Well,
How does it? How do they meet back
the
up?
The blonde guy comes into this diner.
Okay.
Also, on the door, it says bakery, and you walk in, it's a restaurant. So that's a huge issue. The exterior, the interior shots don't match up in this movie. But he walks in like big dicking his way around town and like demands a table, and the owner makes Cru's friends leave or whatever so he can have a table. It means nothing. Like, there are so many scenes in this movie that come to nothing.
Yeah.
Later on in this movie, when those like hot twin girls walk into
when they go shopping?
Yes.
Yeah. And they make fun of the clothes and then
Yep.
Yeah.
And nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
They're not characters. This doesn't come back to mean anything. It's nothing.
No, it's
But then he and his friends have this like set up, like a bike jump and a bunch of
with the mattresses. Yeah. Because they're practicing their tricks. Yeah.
And that's when Lori's
That's
like,
right.
"Hey,
Lori.
you big pussy, maybe take those mattresses away.
Yeah.
And you'll do a better job." And he finally does. And they do little like walking their bikes home and a little flirty stuff. And that's when he says, "Hey, first of all, if I were this age and I met Lori Loughlin, to be able to say, 'Do you want to go ass sliding?' is something that I would jump at the opportunity to do."
I'd say it now. I love it.
Yeah.
Ass sliding.
She
And it
doesn't
looks like
question it.
they slide down a sewage pipe. Like, what are they really doing?
It's like a log flume without a log. And they do. They just slide down into a lake, and they are immediately drenched.
Yeah, it's wet work.
Yeah.
Wet work.
And I mean, I'm sure we are not keeping track of the montages in this movie. I'm sure we've had plenty up to this point, but this is our first like romance montage. There's a little bit of college talk. There's a little bit of smoochies.
Sure,
That's kind of how all of this ends.
But she loves it. That's all we need to know is she.
Yeah.
She loves the ass slide.
Yeah. Yes. And I love how after they ass slide, she's like, "I've been all around the world, and this might be the best place I've ever been to."
Oh, wait. What about when she looks? That's right. They're overlooking his. Now, again, I love a small town. I love a simple small town, but this is like clearly like somewhere out in the, there's not a lot going on, right?
Yeah.
There's like, she could see
They have
the
a lumber
skyline.
yard, and that is their main.
And she goes,
like, that's where he will be working in a few years if he
goes,
doesn't get out.
"This is really beautiful. I have traveled the world, but this is beautiful." And his
response, response is like, "Yeah, I love it too, but I haven't been anywhere." And she's like, "What? You haven't?"
Yeah.
I love it. It's just it's great and it's sweet and it's stupid and it's just what this dumb movie is. And they're not afraid to just be like, who cares? These two are in love. Let's just
Yeah.
move on from
Yeah.
here.
Let's just get that right. Get it. There's a love. Right. Um, because now we have the race. The
Well, he's
BMX.
bought.
Well,
First of all, he has to register, and his mom will not sign the permission slip.
oh, that's right. That's
There's a
right.
great little shot of him in his living room where it appears he's bought every newspaper in town so he could practice her signature.
Oh, right.
And his little sister walks in and she's like, "Get out of my way! I can sign mom's name," and she does,
Beautifully.
and that's
She's
it.
excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now he is registered for the qualification race.
Yeah. First, you have to qualify to get into Hell Race.
And this is where I wrote in my notes, what is the concept behind Helltrack? Because we're halfway through this movie and I still don't understand why
I don't know
any of
either.
this is happening.
I don't know either. But they have to do when he does this qualifying.
Yeah.
It's like watching Rocky in the ring. Like he
Yeah.
stops at one point, he's like taking a break, and they're like, there's like 13 races he has to run, or 50, there's
Yes.
like a crazy amount of races he has to do. Like it's not just one, and it's not like sprints. Like, oh, he's
Right.
only going from here to there. Like they're doing full course at this stuff, like over the mountain and through the
Yeah.
woods stuff. And he's doing it like over a dozen times till he can qualify.
I don't know. And I thought this was just for a local to qualify, but the pros are racing this. I'm like, didn't you drive into town with these pros to be like, all of these dudes are going to race?
Yeah. I
But
thought
no,
so.
everyone has to race
Mm-hmm.
3 races.
Mm-hmm.
They narrow it down to 20 finalists. It's so convoluted.
I didn't know there
and
was that many kids in the town.
neither did I. At one point, I wrote it down. Holy shit, I couldn't even believe this. At one point, he talks to his mom and he says, I started as 1 in 1,000. Bullshit. There is no way there was 1,000 people on these bikes. And then he goes, and now I'm 1 in 20. There's no way 1,000 kids were trying out for this race.
Maybe that's why they had to do so many different courses, and he kept making it through and making it through and making it through. Listen,
I don't know.
I don't know.
And
I
again,
don't
like
understand.
I said before, I'm bored with racing and people bouncing on one tire on bikes, but I enjoyed this race. Like you said,
Yeah,
over
this
the
was
river,
the dynamic one.
through the
Yeah.
woods. They're on like dirt paths through woods. They're on walking paths. They're on a street. People are falling into lakes.
This is
like,
this is the
I
one where he
enjoyed
goes
this.
into a lake.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. But he does qualify. He makes it.
He does, and his
But it's
mom
on-
is
but it's-
pissed.
It's televised, Jamie. This isn't even Helltrack, and it's on TV. She's in her basement folding laundry, and she turns on the TV, and she's like, "Oh fuck, my kid's doing this."
I like her. I like her. The word she uses is she said, "Do you know what this? This is self-destructive.
Yeah.
Self-destructive."
Yeah. Soon
Because
you'll be doing heroin.
Yeah.
It starts with
this
BMX
is how
biking.
it starts. This is how it starts. So this is when he gives her the speech. I'm 1 in
Yes.
20, and I was one in the.
Yep. And
Um,
and Talia Shire. First of all, I think, listen, I saw this daughter of hers. I don't know what happened to her husband. I think she is just checked out because at this point, he's lied to you about. I think she thought he was taking the SATs.
Oh, right.
At
That's
this
where
point-
I think
Yeah.
she thought he was.
And he
But he
says
was at
to
the race.
her, all this stuff about 1 in 1,000. And she's like, well, now, okay. But if you promise to take those
Mhm.
SATs in 6 months, I'll be okay with this.
Yeah, that's what it is. Take
There's
those
no way
SATs.
he's doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so now, I guess Jack Weston, the bad guy who organized all of this,
Oh, yeah.
has a bit of an issue with the fact that this kid is so good at riding a bike.
Well, he didn't take that into account for some reason. And this is a weird because he starts with first like sending in those 2 slutty girls
Love
to
it.
kind of
Yes.
distract him.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, no, I don't have time. I have to go talk to the big wig
Yes,
guy.
it's
And
not
then
that
this,
guy who sent
Yeah.
you, I believe.
and they're like, okay.
This is so confusing. Please try and tell me what happened in this scene.
Well, then he goes and sits in the car with the guy. And I guess we don't see the full offer, but I guess the
No.
offer was because he says it later that
Yes.
he was going to pay him to lose the race, basically.
Yes. But
And
the conversation starts with him going, "So, kid, how do you feel about your face
oh
being
yeah,
all over the place in small towns?" And when it's revealed he's trying to pay him to lose, I'm like, what was that? What was
yeah.
that
Then
line
what was the
about?
little speech? What was that? That was just to rope him in because he's a shady guy, I guess. I don't know.
Also, I don't know if you picked up on this, but I guarantee you Jack Weston just flubbed this line and they kept it in the movie because he's a good actor and was really good about this. When the kid's leaving his car, he goes, I wrote it down. He goes, "You'll live to reap. You'll live. Oh, sure, you'll live." And I was like, what? I guarantee you it was just you'll live to regret this. And he fucked it up, but they're
And
like,
they were
that's
like,
still
"That's
pretty
fine.
funny.
It's good.
Yes.
That'll
Yes.
work."
Yeah.
Yeah, he pisses him off. And
Uh-huh.
that's when then he comes at him and is like, he's like, "Well, I'm just going to be in the race." He's like, "Well, you're going to need a sponsor if you want to be in the race. I forgot to tell you."
You didn't see the rules?
Yeah.
It's right here in this rule book. You need a sponsor. And this kid is so dumb, he doesn't even know what a sponsor is.
Well, this is where he's got a good friend in Lori Laughlin
Uh-huh.
and a titularly rad sister because she is the one that really moves this, right?
It's
With the t-shirts.
awesome. When she shows up with those crayon drawn t-shirts and
Yeah.
he's like, these are great. I'm like, no, they're not. Don't make
Mm-mm,
those.
mm-mm. But she knows.
Yeah.
She's
And then it appears to be an extracurricular activity at
Yeah, the
school.
whole school is ready for it. I don't know if it's summer break or what, but
Yeah.
the whole school has organized the
Mm-hmm.
classrooms into shirt
Yeah.
making, to be sponsored by the shirts then?
Yeah.
I'm not
I
sure where the
don't
sponsorship
know. I
is.
don't, because I was like, he said sponsorship. I have not heard anything about how much money at all, but it's like they talked about this in a scene that was not in the movie because they're just trying to raise money.
They're
And I was
just
like,
trying to
that's
raise
not
money.
a sponsorship.
Well, this is what they know they can do, so I guess
Jack
that's what
Weston
they're
really fucked this up because this is a real like Nancy Kerrigan, Tanya Harding situation. If he just had somebody club this kid on the
Sure.
knee,
Then he
done.
can't race.
Right.
Yeah. That's just true. Could have
Yeah.
good look at you. You're a good thinker.
His friend, before they talk about a sponsor, Jack Weston's, it's a guy who's always wearing aviators. He has
Hmm.
the rule book and he says, no sponsor, no racy.
Oh yeah, they
He
say
says
no
that
racy.
so many times.
No racy. Sorry, no
How about
racy.
when Lori Laughlin grabs his balls when she's like measuring his inseam?
Oh yeah, yeah. And what is that all about? Is he getting fitted for his cost for his BMX outfit?
I don't know. I guess we're supposed to assume that. I didn't notice him wearing anything of note when they're racing.
Mm-mm-mm. But I guess they do need special suits, right?
I
And
guess
this is
so.
part of the sponsorship
Yep.
goes to getting that.
Hmm.
Um, I just have bad acting blonde and two goofy twins, but I didn't write anything about
I'm
them.
sure they were like, the fashion in this town is
Oh,
so
so
last
look at these
year.
shirts.
And
Is there a
it shows that woman in the town hall meeting behind them looking at them like, but I own this store.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you have to take a quick pee break?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Okay. But thanks for
All
checking.
right. I don't know. I saw you shifting around a little
I
bit
was
there.
a little
All
shifty, but I'm
that's
okay.
fine. As if we did not get enough of a romantic interlude earlier, we have to have another one for some
I was gonna
reason.
say we have another romp here, right? Is this the one
Yeah.
in the lake where they get in the water?
Yeah, where they
Yeah.
get really wet,
Mm-hmm.
Jamie, if you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean.
I do, and
You
I do.
get it.
Cru has a moment now where he talks about getting his dad riding bikes with his dad or his dad helping him
Yeah.
ride a bike. And
Yeah,
then
no information about this dad. What are
no,
you doing, script in this dumb movie? You
I know,
could
just
do a
just
lot
give
more.
that to us. It would
Yes.
just before he died, I know,
Yes.
or he's been gone for blah blah blah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Imagine if his dad is in the audience at the end of the movie.
Oh,
He's cleaned up his act.
yeah. Why do you think he was a drunk and that he ran away
I don't
from
know.
the
I just like
family?
that as an idea. Like
I like it.
I don't
I
know. I
think
think
he
it would be way
died.
more fun. I think he
He
died
died.
too. I
Yeah.
really do. I think
Yeah.
he's dead. Yes.
Well, now there's another new rule, right? Isn't there?
It's not just a sponsorship. It's $50,000
Yes, a lot of
suddenly.
Well, because they're all proud of
Well, they're paying
themselves.
somebody $1 million, so I guess that's where the
Yeah.
money's coming from.
But the Cruz family or the sister and his
Yes.
team are all proud because they have raised a decent amount of money by selling these shirts. And that's all well and good, but they're going to need to sell a lot more shirts
Yeah.
because the new rule is you need a $50,000 sponsorship. The crew almost loses it, and I don't blame them. This is when
Well,
you like
the
have to like hold
sister
them back.
starts
Yeah.
shin
She
kicking
starts
these guys
kicking.
again.
Yeah, yeah, which I love. And they're like, all right, Wes, take it easy. I love that
And
her name is
and
Wes.
also suddenly in this movie, Jack Weston and Mr. Hand appear to have a rivalry which we were not introduced to.
Oh.
Because immediately Jack Weston's like, well, you know, you thought this kid was gonna make it, but this old town here, stick to what you know, guy. And I'm like, how do they know each other? What is this?
Well, because they at the original
Oh,
meeting
at
they
the
were
dance.
yeah,
They were having a drink at the dance because
yeah,
the old men were spiking the punch at the dance.
yeah, yeah. So they connected there, and I think they were going to try to work together on this bike race
Oh, all right,
situation. But
okay.
then Mr. Hand realizes that the other guy is a little
Yes.
shady and making threats, and
Mm-hmm.
he's doesn't sit right with him. So that's when he decides, I'm going to figure out a way to help this kid.
Yeah.
He's the local kid. He's who I have to. And he just looks at him and he says, "What does he say? Like, yeah, you're not. I found out some things about you that I'm not
Yeah.
into. You know."
Yeah. Good enough movie. You don't need to let us know what any of these things are.
No, no.
Just move on to the next scene, which
Hmm.
is, and it's almost as if the movie's like, well, it's a movie, so we gotta do this. Lori Loughlin comes in and she's like, "Hey, kid, it's okay. And he's like,
Oh, he's
I
so
don't need
sad.
you. I don't need
I don't need
anyone."
anybody. Yeah, just leave me alone.
Right?
She's like,
And
I'm
it
just
means
trying to
nothing
help.
because the next scene is him doing a great job at paper delivery.
Mm,
Where I'm
back
like, I
at it.
guess this is supposed to mean
The
something in
town
this
still
movie.
gets their papers,
Mm-hmm.
and then we get to those angry townspeople.
Wow.
We're at right.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. They seem to be all upset over these rule changes.
Mm-hmm.
And the cop, who we really haven't seen,
Boy, does
is
he do a
barely.
number.
He
Mm-hmm.
does. He takes the floor. He's the
Mm-hmm.
voice of reason. And here's the other thing about this. He has an impassioned speech about how great these kids are. And at the end of the speech, he says, "Well, I guess we're just going to live with it." I'm like, what? What was the point of any of this? And also, this right after this is, "Would you like to be my friend? Let's eat ice cream together." So that momentary conflict between he and Lori Loughlin is diffused
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah. We get over that pretty easily. Well,
Yeah.
ice cream will heal. Ice cream heals all wounds, we know.
I guess the town has taken donations, but they're still $20,000.
It's a lot of money to have to raise. It really
It
is.
is.
Yeah.
And when you're asking 10 people, like, what do you have in your wallet right now? You're not going to get $50,000.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
But
But the town really does, it's a lot.
Mr.
But
Hand
then
comes
Mr. Hand.
through,
Hmm.
and the commentator, the guy who's, I guess this is a live broadcast at the start of the race,
Hmm.
he's like, "I've just been handed a note, and it appears that our local boy has raised $50,000.
Is this, and then when he says that, does it, because Mr. Hand has, I think it's twice or maybe even three times where he flips the bird
Yes,
to,
he loves it.
yeah,
If there's something in movies we love, it's old people rapping or flipping
yep,
people off. We
yeah.
can't get
Those
enough
are
of it
two
in
good
movies.
things. Yep,
Yeah.
love it, love it, love it.
Jamie, were you
Is
amazed
there more
that
ass sliding?
we there's no more ass sliding in
Okay.
this movie? we have to we have to be introduced to every rider in this race.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, I'm sure these are all famous BMX
That's
people.
what I figured, especially
Yeah.
because they're all a little bit awkward on camera. So I was like, these are all clearly.
It's so great. Because I
Yeah.
was counting them like 20. They did all 20 of the
Wow.
contestants.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, and the instructions by the villain is that these two twins need to
Take out.
basically take Cru out of the race, and Blondie needs to win.
That
And
was
when he
very.
leaves, Blondie's like, "That's bullshit."
Yeah.
So we're
All of a
starting to
sudden,
see
we
that he
know.
might be a
Yep.
good guy.
There's some. Yep.
He wants a
There's some
fair race.
cracks here. Yep.
Also, I don't mean to ruin the end of this movie. Did Blondie let him win this race?
I guess so.
Okay, I
Right?
thought so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
When he waits for him to catch up so they can ride together, I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Well, why are you doing this?"
What are we
And then
doing?
his twin friends are like, "Hey, man, thanks for taking us out of the race." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, he crashed his friends too. He doesn't care."
No,
All
no,
right,
he sees what's really happening here. It turns him
yeah,
all around. Yeah,
yeah, all right.
yeah.
I didn't mean to give away the ending of the race, but the
No, but
race
that's
isn't
it.
nearly as fun as the race around the lake. There's one guy who wears pink who keeps crashing and like flying all
I
over the
do
place.
like before the race starts, or right when
Yeah.
the race starts, the cop. Now, maybe this is not what he said. You had your closed caption on. The cop looks at Crew and says, "Go balls out."
He does
Isn't
say
that what he
go
said?
balls out. Yes. Yep. He looks
Okay.
at him, he gives him a head nod, and he's like, go balls out. Yep. It's great.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say you love the fact that they drive into a giant kicks bowl,
Oh yeah, it's pretty fun.
which is fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I also like how the commentator at one point, just for no reason at all, it makes no sense, he yells, Hulk Hogan, eat your heart out.
Because I
Don't know
don't
what that
know.
means.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's a big dumb race. It's
A
just a
big dumb
track.
race.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
Yeah.
track. They race around a circle or a weird
Yes.
figure eight, and there's some squiggles, and they do it 3 times, and Crew wins at the end.
He does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crew is a winner. Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. And his sister gets the last line of the movie, which is like, hey, dipshit, nice job, or whatever she says.
Uh-huh.
And then it's real cut to credits. We see another 2 dudes bouncing on bikes. And did
More
I watch
bounce.
the whole credits? Yes, I did.
You sure did. You
I'm
sure
gonna
did.
watch this.
You
Yeah, I'm
needed to
gonna watch
know.
these dumb tricks. And that's Rad.
That's rad.
From 1986. Jamie, what are your thoughts on Rad? What would you
I
say?
mean, rad's not my type of movie.
Mm-hmm,
Even I
mm-hmm.
respect that it's very 80s, but for me, very 80s is like Pippi Longstocking, I guess. I don't know. It's very 80s.
I get it.
But this I don't know, like we said, the story is loose. The
Yeah.
tricks are fierce. They're rad, I suppose. If I was
Mm-hmm.
into biking the BMX way, I would have probably loved this movie. But I didn't love
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Um, I think this might surprise you. I had a good time with this
You
movie.
enjoyed it.
I
Yeah.
really did. Like I
Good.
was because it was kind of exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. There was no
No.
secrets being said here.
Also, like I said, if you cut out credits, this thing's like an hour 20,
It's a
an hour
quick one.
25.
You like that?
I did not have to watch this in parts.
Oh no. You took it all in one.
Yeah. And I thought it was just silly enough where I was like, this is so goofy. Like, I have no interest in this as a storyline. I know he's going to
there was
win.
none. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Like I said, you knew what was going to happen. Yeah.
Yes. But it was like, all right, I will watch these two dance around on bikes. I will watch clunky dialogue. Yeah, I had way more fun with this than I thought I would.
So you more than recommend the dance scene. You
Oh.
would say, go ahead and watch it.
I'd say one of the greatest scenes in film history. Yes.
Oh, wow.
No, I would really say that dance scene that did it for
It'll
me.
take your heart away. It'll
If
take your
that
heart
was,
away.
yes, send me an angel.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, if that was all this movie is, five out of 5.
5 out of 5.
But the rest of the movie really drags us down. But I would still, honestly, like, if you want just, and it wasn't this for me because I'd never seen it before, but honestly, like, nostalgic garbage, this is worth
This is
having
here
on.
for you. This is
Like,
here
if
for you.
Yeah, if you're having a bunch of friends over, hanging out, having some drinks, maybe doing something else, I don't know.
No, I'm not going to judge.
If this is on in the background, I think it's a good time,
You
honestly.
think that people are going to like it. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I had a hard time coming up with a recommendation because I was trying to think about biking movies.
Oh God, I don't have
Um,
anything that has to do with biking, but go
well,
ahead.
I'm surprised because there's this movie that sounds great actually called Bicycle Thieves. It's right up
Oh,
your alley.
it's
Do you know
great.
it?
Yeah, it's
The
fantastic.
Italian movie from the 40s?
It's amazing. It's so sad.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Sounds like a
Yes.
really beautiful film. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I was reading about it online because you Googled movies about
Yeah.
bicycles, and
Uh-huh. Yeah.
now I want to see it.
Oh, you should watch it. It's just
About a man
sad
who's
and
looking for
depressing.
his bike because his bike is what gets, and it's right after World War II, right?
Yes, he
And
needs
he's,
his bike to be
yeah,
able to, I believe he's a window washer or a painter, whatever.
and the
He
bike's missing.
he puts his ladder on the side of his bike and somebody
Oh,
steals it and then he
ah,
can't, like, it's his entire livelihood. It's so great.
and the
Yes.
whole movie is just him in search of it,
Yeah, with this
the
little
bike.
kid. Yeah.
I know, sounds darling.
Yeah.
I want to see it
It's
now.
really tragic.
Oh,
I'm going to recommend just a movie I just watched recently. That's the only reason why. It is
cool.
called The Last Man to Hang. It is from 1957.
Oh boy.
And it is, if there's a type of movie that I hate, really hate, it's a court procedural movie.
Oh, not your
I
jam.
don't like those, but this is a court procedural and
That you
there's
like?
very little courtroom stuff. We mainly
Okay.
get everything that happens before the courtroom and we meet all of the jurors and just get a
Mm.
little bit of their lives. And I was watching this and I was like, oh no, now we're in court. And I looked and I had no idea about this before I started watching. It's an hour 12. And so it
Oh,
was in and
so
out and it
smooth.
was really good
All right.
because of that. The ending is super stupid, but when I say ending, it's like the last 30 seconds of the movie.
Okay. All
So
right.
I would recommend it. Yes. And here's the question I have for you, Jamie.
Mm.
Now, I mean, you could think that your answer would really determine my approach here, but because I had a lot of people recommend this movie, that's why I went with it.
Yeah.
And I have had to change some things about the movies that I was going to show or that we were going to cover on the podcast because people keep recommending movies.
Oh, right, right, right. You put it out there. They're doing what
Yeah.
you asked them to do.
And
Yeah.
I have had to dump movies that I intended to watch
Mm.
because multiple people have recommended the same movie.
So bring it in.
So we're going to watch one that multiple
Okay.
people have recommended. And I earlier today I was looking at this and I was like, I don't know, it feels like we just watched this movie not too long ago. It's a movie called Tough Turf
Tough turf.
from 1985.
Tough
Tough with
turf.
two F's,
Yeah,
Turf
I wondered
with
if it
one
was
F.
that kind of. Okay.
And do you remember, and I don't mean to get you too triggered here because I don't think this movie has any of these in. Do you remember that movie that we just watched Lori Loughlin in called The New Kids?
Yeah.
So this is a movie starring James Spader
Okay.
where it sounds a lot like The New Kids, but he's the new kid in this movie.
Oh, well,
He's a kid from like
didn't he
Connecticut.
audition for the other role too? And yeah, so maybe he
Yes.
was like, I feel connected.
Yeah.
I have to try both.
He's a kid from Connecticut that moves to LA and runs afoul of like a local gang.
I gotta see what
Yeah.
happens.
I heard it's fun.
Okay.
People said that there's dancing in it
You love it. You're already hooked.
already. I hope
Yeah.
there are bikes. And I also know people said there are bikes in it. So
Okay.
who knows what this movie is going to be, but it's going to be our next one that we watch. Tough Turf. 4 people also recommended this movie.
Wow. All right. Here we
So
come.
I am going to put this out there to listeners. I am open to recommendations
We
because,
love them.
again, like I have stuff set up for this summer, but if
So
there's a
you can
tidal
change our
wave in
trajectory.
favor of
Yeah.
things, yeah, you can certainly do that.
Appreciate it.
Oh, Robert Downey Jr. is in this too. I forgot. Anyway, everybody, please make sure you rate the podcast, review it wherever
Oh,
you listen
yeah.
to it. Find us on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. That way you
Subscribe, like,
know.
and subscribe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can look at us when
You
we
could
talk
see
about
us.
this stuff.
You could see us. My
Oh.
camera does weird things. You can
It
watch
does,
it.
yeah. It does really weird things when you leave, but when you're
Oh.
there the whole time, it's mainly focused on you.
Okay.
But anyway, everybody, we will talk to you again in 2 weeks. Until then, have a great 2 weeks.
Goodbye.